What do babies have to do with unprotected sex? My answer may surprise you. Historically, in the UK, the NHS website told parents, do not share a bed with your baby, as recently as 2023. Co-sleeping and bed sharing are terms that are sometimes used interchangeably to describe what these examples are showing. Now, as with most things, co-sleeping carries different levels of risk. Sleeping on an armchair or sofa with an infant increases the risk of sudden infant death by 50 times. But in the absence of controllable risk factors, things you would know if somebody had sat you down and told you how to do it safely, co-sleeping can be safe, just like sex. Much of the research on co-sleeping has focused on risk, so my PhD looks at other outcomes associated with co-sleeping, like touch. Could there be benefits? Touch is an incredibly important sense. It's the first sense to develop at 7 to 8 weeks when the embryo is only the size of a grape. Full-term infants who sleep side by side with a parent are probably going to get touched more during the night, wouldn't you think? And there are nerve fibers found in human skin called C-tactile afferents that respond to gentle stroking touch. They're specifically located in hairy skin, like on your arm, and they're associated with stress resilience and social bonding, which makes sense since there are individuals who like being hugged by a friend or loved one when they're stressed. Those nerve fibers are being activated. My PhD goes from the big picture, considering cultural views that could contribute to parents' decisions on where their infant sleeps. We just published a paper on that. All the way down to this tiny nerve fiber and whether an infant getting more of that gentle touch stimulation at night sets them up for a lifetime of stress resilience and social bonding. The thing is, 87% of UK parents do co-sleep with an infant at least sometimes, so not telling them how to do it safely would be a little like abstinence-only sex education. But more research is needed beyond just the risk factors. So hopefully, the next time you hear about co-sleeping, you'll think of this tiny nerve fiber and whether or not there might actually be benefits to co-sleeping. And because you know you might do it, you'll educate yourself on how to co-sleep safely. Yeah.